Coach, Anthony Swain's rejoining the team. Just what does that mean, as far as depth at linebacker for you?
Well, it'll help. Obviously, he got a lot of game experience last year as a backup linebacker. And during the spring, one of our objectives was to try to find that starting 11, but I needed to build some depth at linebacker. Obviously, him missing spring did not help him, but it also gave us a chance to get some young players some playing time, some practice time. We built some depth there, I think, but it'd be good to get a veteran back there that can get in the mix.
Will Harding stay there, or is that going to be a move back to safety for him?
He is probably going to stay there. We were extremely pleased. He had bad luck with a foot injury there at the end, but his 4 or 5 days that he practiced at linebacker was really impressive. And I think with time, that's going to be his best position.
Got new guys on campus. It's good to take a look at them. Are you still happy with that group, especially?
Yeah, got to brag on a couple of local guys. That my linebackers too, Trey Williams and Deshaun Davis. And of course, Justin has not come up yet, but we're awfully proud of him too. But really, the way college reporting has changed, because it used to be that around the 1st of August was a big time, exciting time. The freshmen would come in, and the varsity players, half of them would come back to campus from their summer jobs and those type of things. But now it's it's year-round, and they hardly ever leave. And really, that period between the spring semester and the beginning of summer school is like the time where they report now. So the other day when they reported in, it's almost like the beginning of the season. And I think all but about 5 or 6 of our new guys did get in that first session, and they'll get in the second session. Quite a few of our varsity players are around that too, because they're checking in for summer school. So it's almost like the fall reporting day now has been moved up to the beginning of the summer. Yeah. As parents come and kind of turn them loose with us.
How does that film study help, the couple hours of film study?
Oh, I think it helps them tremendously. It's still, we get excited. We think those 2 months of film study and walkthroughs and other things they do with the strength staff are going to have them on par with those vets, but they're still behind. But it's a whole lot better than them coming in for the fall without any preparation at all. So, and about the new rule, they're allowing the 9 full-time coaches to have 1 hour a day, 2 times a week. And we'll try to utilize that both with some film time and some walkthroughs.
What player or players on defense make the biggest improvement from the start of spring to the end?
Gosh, I don't want to jinx him, but really Justin Garrett was again an extremely pleasant surprise. Robinson Therese didn't practice much. And Justin did an awesome job, and we moved him back out to the star backer. The bad thing is he was really good last spring too. One of the most dynamic players we had last spring, and then he had the unfortunate foot injury. And by the time we got him back, we felt like moving inside linebacker, and then he had another foot injury. So hopefully that's behind him. But he was without a doubt one of the better players through the spring. Thought Moncrief, who came in, as a transfer. I thought he really did some good things and has given us some encouragement. He'll challenge for that starting position on that boundary safety even when Halsey comes back. We may have a luxury of moving some guys around. We'll see how that plays out. Up front we had a bunch of young guys, but they'd all played a little bit the year before, and none of our transfers got in for spring ball. So the only thing up there that was a little encouraging, we worked Montravius Adams and Gabe Wright at defensive end some. And they were pretty impressive there, so we're going to have a package probably with those guys at the end.
Do you have a preference for freshman or junior college players?
Oh, I think you got to have the right mix. The one thing I will say that there are 2 factors on that. Number one, if you're recruiting the right players in our conference, too frequently they're 3-year guys. So if you're going to recruit a guy out of high school and he's going to stay with you 3 years, usually the first year is a developmental year, the last 2 are dynamic, and all of a sudden he's gone to the NFL. Well, if you get a junior college transfer, he's already gotten that transformation done. He should come in the door. He should play right away. He should be a dynamic contributor right then and get 2 full years out of them. So I don't know, if there's a big difference now with this early out NFL stuff. But I would say this, I think you can have too many junior college players and you lose your continuity in trying to build a football team. It's hard. If you get into the junior college cycle, it's very hard to get out of it because you almost have to replace one with another one.
Last question.
During the offseason, I know a big talk was about the up-tempo play of some teams trying to cut that short, slow down the game. defensive coordinator on a team with up-tempo offense. What was your thoughts?
You know, I get amused by it somewhat. Now, several years ago, I was pretty vocal about it, but I thought the biggest problem at that time is officials had not caught up with it, and it was very inconsistent. Some of them were running around spotting the ball like it was a 2-minute offense, and some of them were tossing it around like they had all day to put it down. And when you had that inconsistency with the referees, it made it almost impossible. I thought that it was too much advantage. But now, I don't know, I think there's a lot of banter going on back and forth. You know, the speed-up guys are not really telling the truth. They want to snap it before you can line up. The slow-down guys are not really telling the truth. They ain't worried about injuries. They want to be able to prowl and disguise. I just think it's really getting a lot of attention. But at the end of the day, you got to block somebody, you got to tackle somebody, you got to run good routes. And you know, I like the fact that we're a fast tempo offense, or at least we have it, because now we don't have to try to duplicate that on a week that we play a team that has tempo. So the bottom line is whatever the fans want is what's going to happen, because TV is what's driving college football right now. So if it's popular to do that, that's what's going to happen, and we need to learn how to deal with it and try to defend it.